Hands down, one of our biggest bets has been building the self-building course. The idea was wild, that you, inspired by the self-driving car, could do an equivalent in the e-learning industry. A course that builds itself just if you give it a piece of content, like a video or a textbook. The idea came to me one summer. I had just had an accident. I had major knee surgery. They opened up my knee in 7 places. It took me almost a full year to recover and be able to walk properly again. I was at home. I was on morphine. It was warm, and I wasn't feeling well. And then I had been reading both at the hospital and during the times where I wasn't as influenced by the medication about artificial intelligence and about the future of learning. And a lot of the books they weren't as aspirational and as futuristic as some of the things that I liked. But it must have influenced my state of mind. Because all of a sudden, while heavily influenced by medication, I got the idea for the self-building course. And then I freaked out a little bit because I was so afraid that I was going to forget the idea because I thought it was so good and I thought it would be a major competitive advantage over anyone else in our industry. So I remember I called Chris and a couple of the other people from the office and I said, you guys got to come to my house right now because I got this crazy idea and I'm afraid I'm going to forget about it. And they were a little hesitant, but I think they could tell from my tone of voice that I was quite serious. I remember I got on the crutches and I made it out to the garden where we're sitting in this couch and I began to describe to them the massive innovation it could be, how we could save teachers so much time, and how we could really revolutionize and by this automation, like revolutionize how you build courses and how you teach and how you do operations in HR. And the guys wrote it down. And they assured me that it was a good idea, but I was a little skeptical. And then when I came back to work 2 weeks later, I said, we gotta have a meeting about this. Do we really still believe it's a good idea? And we felt strongly it was a great idea. So we then presented it to our investors and a couple of the stakeholders around CanopyLAB, including the technical team. And we were met with a lot of skepticism. What makes you think you can build it? Sarah, the tech, it's just not there yet. Wait another 3 years. But the thing is, I trust the force. And to me, the force is a summary of having read all of the newest research about artificial intelligence, all of the new research about the future of education, having been able to dissect the idea, talk to experts, talk to the team. And even though it seemed like it was wild and it was crazy, I knew that we were making the right decisions. So when you're faced with tough decisions, especially decisions that you might be criticized for, decisions that cost a lot of money, my tips to you is consult data, talk to the most knowledgeable people in the industry, and ultimately take responsibility for the fallout of your decision.